Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, we are now in Singapore.
Wait, what? But this is not the real Singapore.
Oh my god, it's the same.
By the way, what are we doing here?
Shh. Today, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm sure you've never heard this story. Wait, before we start it, we will introduce ourselves. My name is Oksalia Raya Dewanti.
And I'm Putri Asuti. We are from SMP Negeri 2 Madiun.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first we will tell you a story called The Legend of Surabaya. Don't go anywhere because now we are going to tell you the story in detail. Let's go! A long time ago, there were two animals, Sura and Baya. Sura was the name of a shark and Baya was a crocodile. They lived in the sea.
Then they fought for the gold. After several hours, they were very tired.
Feeling tired of fighting, they lived in a different place. Sura lived in the water, Baya lived in the land. The border was the beach, so they would never fight again.
One day, Sura went to the land and looked for some food in the river. He was very hungry, and there was not much food in the sea. Baya very angry when he knew that Sura broke the promise. They fought again.
They both hit each other. Sura bit Baya's tail. Baya did the same things to Sura. He very, very hard until Sura finally gave up and went back to the sea. Baya was happy.
Well, that was a story from Surabaya.
Oh wait, we still have one more interesting story. Next, the favorite story from Singapore. The title of the narrative text is The Giant Princess's Fan Story. Now, after you look at the two stories,
do you know what the difference between the two stories?
Now, let's talk about the differences.
Text 1 tells about animal character and is a king of legend story. Meanwhile,
text 2 tells about the human character and is a type of folk tale. Wait. We were continuing. Do you know what is narrative text?
Narrative text is a kind of the text to retell the imaginative or factual story that past tense. Okay, let's return to the content of the text.
Okay, now we will discuss about the structure of the text that we have conveyed. Starting from the first, namely is orientation. Processed to the second, namely is complications. And the last one is resolution.
Okay, let's move on to the second text. First, the orientation is. Second, complication is. Okay, now we will go into the resolution part.
Now, after discussing the structure of the two texts, we will move on to the character section.
Character text 1, The Legend of Surabaya. 1. Sura is stubborn and Baya is crazy.
Character text 2, The Giant Princess's Fan Story. First, Giant King is cruel, cold, and heartless. Second, Prince is brave, trying hard, compassionate. And third, Giant Princess is kind, beautiful, friendly, caring. As to the characters, every story must have a setting of time and setting of place. Ta-da!
In a story, there are also complications. Each story has different complications. For example, like this. Ta-da! After complication, occur a story will add resolution before approaching the end for the story. So, that was the structure of the narrative text. Then, for the two texts, we get a new word.
Now, let's look for parts of speech. Part of speech is a classification of words categorized according to their roles and function in the sentence structure of a language.
Synonyms and antonyms must be familiar to you. Below are the synonyms and antonyms found in the two texts.
So, what do you think of these two stories?
Very interesting, isn't it?
From two stories, we can conclude that the story is a narrative text that tells about a series of events in the past. The purpose of narrative text is the same as that of recount text.
However, narrative text is an imaginary story, while recount text is a real story. After listening to the story we told,
What do you think about the moral of the story? You can answer this question in the comment section.
And that story that we can describe. Maybe it's still far from perfect, but we hope that what we describe can entertain you all.
really not criticism education because there are still shortcomings in the material we submit.
Thank you very much for your attention. See you.
Bye bye.